Alexa Moreno is a Mexican gymnast that participated in the Olympic Games in Rio 2016. She was only 22 when she classified to go to the Games. She practiced 19 years of her life to arrive there. Not every woman has the chance to go to the Olympic Games, but she did. It was an honor for her and for Mexico to be there. Her presentation was on August the 7th of 2016, one day before her birthday. While she was performing, the negative comments started. In those, the people were criticizing Alexa because she was too fat to participate in the games. She even was compared to a pig. All the negative comments were from Mexicans. Never supported her, even though she was participating there. She ended in the place 31 of the general table and 12 in the feminine jump. The comments were so negative that her sister told her to not see her social media. She did. She was very upset and sad. Her weight had nothing to do with her performance. She had good scores considering that these were her first Olympics. She said that the critics made her believe that she didn't look good. On her Twitter account, she thanks the people that supported her during her participation. And she also said to all the haters that talked bad things about her, "Soy mexicana y luzco como mexicana. No pueden esperar ver una rubia."
People seem less concerned in the athletic performance of Alexa Moreno and more interested in making fun of her body. Our country is expecting a tall and skinny woman like if she was from another race, and they are comparing her to someone indigenous, and that's why they don't like her. Also, the stereotype of the woman body represents the classism in Mexico. Most of wealthy people that live in Mexico expect women to be like really skinny and tall. They expect bodies similar to the ones from models. She's actually being discriminated for not having the high society body that everybody's expecting. Racism and classism has been part of our history for centuries. Therefore, we can find a lot of examples through history. The first period would be the pre-Columbian Mesoamerica. An example of classism during this period is that the Mexica and many other cultures had like a system where just a few could scale. It didn't matter your color or your race, but it did matter your socioeconomic power and who your parents were. They were divided in nobility, people, and slaves.
On the other hand, after the Conquista during the New Spain viceroyalty, the classes were defined by race. Even if you had all the money of the world, you were looked down upon by Europeans. The criollos had it even worse, because even though they were like white and they had Spanish parents and a lot of money, they were less than Europeans for not being born in a European country. And what's more, the arrival of other races like Asians and Africans gave birth to a whole range of breeds. The Porfiriato is one of the biggest examples of classism and racism. This period was not only characterized by both, because you were discriminated for your skin color and for the amount of money you had. It seems like we haven't learned anything from history. We still keep doing that and it hasn't gone away. And we don't understand how we can hurt people, not only damaging them, but they actually suffer from discrimination.
With this, we can conclude that Mexico is a racist and classist country, and nowadays, in the 21st century, we still reproducing this. This happens because along history, we have tried to imitate other countries, instead of focusing on ours and our roots. In other words, we are manchistas, a term that is used to determine the people that gives more importance and preference to cultures and people that aren't from your country. We can see this when we give more privileges to white or whitish people instead of indigenous people just because we are ashamed of our roots.
Here in Alexa's case, racism and classism are very present in Mexico. Also, we notice that it is important to eradicate this kind of attitudes and change our minds by starting with us as individuals and applying changes. Some of them could be to stop making distinctions between us as students in different aspects, as clothing, height, or even academic average. But far from that, the proposal we have to start ending with classism is to create, along with the school, a campaign that launches different kind of messages for the student community and the teachers, for example, with posters and links to articles sent by Blackboard or conferences or stuff like that.